That does that. Yeah, morning guys. As you can see, I am up and about. It's, I don't know, 9:45. Very, very gusty here, so didn't get a great night's sleep again. I've got to probably check all my guy lines. I'm just waiting for the threat of sunshine that keeps happening behind me to actually happen. Yeah, it actually is trying to be sunny. It's not being very successful, but it is certainly trying. So yeah, still don't feel 100%. Still feel like, well, I don't feel 80 still. So I'm looking forward to my consultation on Monday, where maybe I can get some closure, or at least some answers. Answers would be nice. Yeah, answers would be really nice, to be honest. But yeah, so I'm gonna just sit out here for a little bit. Might toast myself some crumpets. Have those with butter, though the butter feels like a big mistake, so I might just have crumpets. Not sure yet. But yeah, you can probably hear the clattering of the tent. So I need to work out what I can do to make things a bit tighter. I thought I was pretty taut when I pitched, but maybe not. Maybe I need to put some more air in beams or something like that. I don't know. It's meant to be windy again tomorrow, but it's meant to be dry tomorrow, which would be nice. So yeah, the fact it's pissed down basically every day so far is just depressing. Just depressing. But yeah. Right. Well, I'm gonna just sit here and doss for a little while. And I'll bring you guys back if anything interesting happens, like the sun comes out for a start. Or when I'm eating, or where I've decided what I'm gonna do with myself. But yeah, so far at the moment, I'm gonna pray that sun comes out and just enjoy myself this morning. Yeah. Alright guys, I will catch up with you a bit later. Bye.
Let's give him his in the dry out the way. No, come around. Sit.
Evening guys. I've got cold. Simple as that. So yeah, big up the old McLaren woolly hat. Excellent. So I really need to get a camera that will change switch views or turn or whatever, something like that, to make my life a little bit easier when I'm doing crap like this. However, slight change of plan with my plan for dinner tonight. In fact, I really need to get the duck on. Hang on a second. I don't know how much you're going to be able to see, if you can see anything, and I apologise profusely if you can see nothing but the roof of my tent. But yeah, I need to get my duck on. Right, that's my duck on. My original master plan for tonight's meal was to have duck with stir fry. load of vegetables and a nice stir-fry sauce and all that sort of gubbins, but I can't be bothered. So, stuck with potato croquettes again and mushrooms, and we're going for something very, very simple. Very, very simple. Just to, because I found last night, as amazing as that steak was, and it was, oh Christ, it was so tasty. I couldn't manage everything on the plate. It wasn't really a full plate for that matter of fact. Well, it was, I suppose it was quite full. But, yeah, I really struggled. So I'm literally just going to be really sensible tonight. Go for less is more. I might even make myself another cup of tea, to be brutally honest. I'll turn that down. There we go. Right, that can now cook to itself nice and quietly. Hopefully I've turned the gas down. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a huge amount of difference in raging on and off. So I might turn the actual thing down. Let's turn this down. There we go. Let's turn that down quite a bit. Yeah, that's definitely turned that down. Right, potatoes. It's got really breezy again, which isn't good because I don't really like the breeze, to be honest. Right. Got to warm these through this time. Didn't get them very warm last night, so warm those through. I've also opened the door beside me to try and get rid of the smoke that's currently in here from my bit of duck. Oh, pardon me. And some mushrooms going in. I've got one mushroom left, but I'll chuck that in as well in a second, because I quite like mushrooms. So, and they'll give off a bit more juice to get those potatoes a bit more cooked. Right, can I do this one-handed? Absolutely the hell, of course I can. Of course I can't, because I chose the one mushroom that still had. Oh, well, okay. Luckily it went on the outside of my rubbish bin. I don't know why I'm trying to do this one-handed. Just because I can, I think. Okay. There we go. There we go. Dinner. Right, that lot can go in the rubbish bin. Sorry, that footage is terrible. But I think you're learning that most footage is terrible. So yeah, you just sit here and let this lot cook nicely, quietly to itself. I'm gonna let the duck cook more than I probably would normally if I was cooking it at home. But I'm definitely gonna let it cook more than I would if I was cooking at home. Sorry, I've got the phone up wrong around. I'm holding it with the other hand anyway. And now that I'm mostly smoke free, I think what I'll do is shut the door beside me. Hope those mushrooms render down a little bit more. And give me some juices. Once over again. Fat cooking. Right. Let's do this door. So I'm not a big fan actually of having this door open ever. It's not. I don't like it. It's not my favourite door. I don't tend to use, if I use a side door, I use the one on the other side because. Oh shit! Ooh, that was close. Ooh, I just knocked my tub of cream over, topsy-turvy over. It didn't go anywhere. Oh my god! I can't imagine having to try and. Well, that's because it's mostly solidified, so it's obviously quite cold in the fridge. Oh, but thank God for that. Woo! Panic. Mad panic that was. Butter. pudding can come out now. Butter can stop falling off. Right, that can go in there. That can sit down. I can't believe that's... Oh, fuck me, if that had been a... Oh, yeah. Oof. That could have been a... way worse. Way worse. Mushrooms are starting to get a bit of colour now. Give off a little bit of liquid, which is great. I must confess, I do tend to like my mushrooms a little bit more cooked than normal. I actually like them to have colour and be soft and squidgy for the most part. So I've got time to get this all cooked through. I'll see what I will do. Pop the lid on. There we go. All popped on. Nice and sensibly. But yeah, I was going to do a cup of tea, but I think actually I might just do myself a mug of water. Bloody wind's getting up again. I don't like it. I don't like the wind, so I don't know whether I've not picked this out properly or not guide it out enough. Every guy line is out. Every single one is out. So I just don't know what it is that's causing quite the billowing. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Right, where's my leg wet? No idea. Right, jug of water. Now this is also easier said than done. Yesterday I managed to spill a load of the water. So I've got a water bottle here. You can't really see, I'm afraid. And it's got a flow valve on the top, which is great until you can't close the tap, and that's what happened yesterday. I couldn't close the tap, so I dumped a load of water all over the floor of my tent. So let's close that flow valve back off. There we go. And close the tap. So yeah, the tap takes a little bit of getting used to. There we go. But yeah, mug of water. The stupid thing is, like, I've got cans of Coke, I've got cans of beer, I've got milkshakes. I don't want any of it. I just don't want to drink it. So there obviously is something wrong inherently with my stomach, because Coke and beer are staple diet. So oh, hang on. Why is there someone at my doorbell? There's someone at my door at home. But I've just seen a hand, which I assumed was my mum going out to go and get her packages. And her waving at me because she knows I can see it. Oh, they feel better. And softer. And hotter. Right, I wonder how this duck's doing. It's quite a chunk of duck, so... I think I'll leave that cooking a little bit longer. I've still got to chuck butter into this to butter up the mushrooms, but again, I might not. I will, because I've got it out. But, sorry, I'm trying to see who it is at the door. It could be anybody for that matter. Could be my uncle. Could just be Mum. But then why would Mum ring the doorbell? Puzzling times. Same again. I'm not going to bother with a fire tonight. I'm going to take the firewood that I've bought from the site home. Might have one tomorrow night to get rid of one bag, where it's a bit warmer tomorrow and a bit less billowy. And I need to get it burnt, and I need to get that lot away. So I'm not taking a bag and a half back. I'll take just a bag back. So I'll have a fire tomorrow night. But yeah, not tonight. I just want to have another quiet night. I'm going to put Return of the King, which is the third Lord of the Rings film, on. and watch that quietly in what is essentially the bedroom. The bedroom, yeah, let me show you the bedroom. Forgive me slightly because I've been living in it the last couple of days and it is a tad untidy, but this is how my bedroom's laid out. So I've got a nice, this is a Vango, this is my Vango bed, camp bed. I've got an air bed which is basically deflated on top of it just to try and keep some of the chill off. There's no need to see my pyjamas, but there's my PJs. This is my OEX, it's an Evolution 400 that is supposedly 4 season, but I can categorically state that there's no way that it's 4 season. I've got here, this is my absolutely ginormous and massive tent box branded down, synthetic down blanket, which has been a godsend. And then as you can see, I've got my laptop, a lantern, pudding pot because I haven't tidied up, as I said, with power bank, power supply and all that, because I'm on electric here. I specifically paid for an electric pitch. I need to charge the lantern, but I can't find the charger for it, so what I'm actually going to do is we'll take this one, because I've got exactly the same up here, and we'll swap them over. There we go, because this one will be brighter. I really should have put the other batteries and charged the longer batteries up. But yeah, so this bedroom's great. It can, I keep smacking my head, it can be 2 or it can be 1 big. And as you can see, I've got 1 big and a chair and all that sort of stuff as well. So let me zip that back up, mostly for the moment, just to keep the bugs out of it. Yeah, that's all tight. So everything's so billowy at the moment, I just don't know why. Anyway, right, well, let's have a look at this. Ooh, plate. I haven't got a plate out. There we go. Grab a plate from the tent box. Warm. There's the plate. Yeah, they're definitely hotter this time. Yesterday they were only just warm, so I was a bit like, didn't cook them enough. Alright, I'm going to finish up cooking, because I think this is actually going to want a little bit longer. And I'll bring you back once I've served up, and I'm having some tea. Well, that really doesn't look like much, but I'm pretty sure I will scoff it down. And if I'm still hungry later on, I've got so much food in that fridge of mine that I could, yeah, I've got other food that I can have. So I'm actually going to change my mind. I'm not going to watch come on. Pardon me, Lord of the Rings. I'm going to carry on watching what I'm watching, which is AB Camping. In the middle of a snowy, well, he's on a mountain top, somewhere in the South Island of New Zealand. And yeah, I'm going to sit and watch that, or at least listen to that whilst I eat. So I absolutely annihilated that. I'm not going to cook myself anymore, but I annihilated that. And as grim as it sounds, I've just done one of the best belches I've had in fucking days. And oh, I almost feel like a new person. Like all my stomach troubles are not going to carry on. Yeah. Oh, it's one of those great, like, I used to, right, I've had this has come on like 4 or 5 times in the last year, and I'd say to Mum, oh, I feel like I'm one good belch or one good fart away from feeling okay again. And yeah, I've just had a lovely belch. It does make me wonder whether I should pop a can of Coke or a can of beer. The temptation for a can of beer is quite high right now, I will admit. But they're not cold. They're just sat. So maybe a can of Coke would be a better idea. But yeah, the temptation's quite high. Oh, actually, I've got a bottle of Coke in my bag just there. I could do that. And if I don't feel so great after having starting it, I could drink a bit. I could leave it and drink the rest of it tomorrow. But So yeah, but yeah, we'll just have to see. But yeah, I annihilated that first part. I'm gonna go and get my chocolate pudding, and yeah, probably wrap myself back up a little bit. But I'm warmer now that I've eaten. I just wish this camp had been more interesting for you guys. It just seems to be me stuck either in the bedroom or somewhere just saying I feel like crap. Certainly wasn't the plan for these 4 days, definitely not. My plan, of course, had been today especially to go out walk into local town, go to the pub, and I was going to GoPro all of that. And then Pip-Bix from the walk to have on. But that's just not happened because I've just not felt up to it, to be honest with the shit. I didn't really want to get any wetter. But yeah, this camp hasn't been what I wanted it to be. It really hasn't. I wouldn't say it's been a disaster because I've had 4 days away. Well, 2 and a bit at the moment. Yeah, I've had 2 and a bit days away. It's away from home. It's away from, well, I say away from a computer and all that sort of stuff, but it's away from home. But I really wish it had been. Ooh, I can see my breath. Don't know if you can. I really wish it had been a bit more interesting for you guys. Hopefully tomorrow will be dry, if windy, and hopefully it'll be a bit quiet. Some of the kids will go away, hopefully tomorrow. There's quite a few kids at the moment. And I'll give you a tour of some of the site. As I say, this is a public site, so it's I'm not on the wild camping. Obviously I can't wild camp with a tent this size. My wild camp tent is a Van Gogh Banshee 200. Yeah, which basically is there's just room for me. But the problem I have with that is because I don't have the bed in it, I tend to fall off the sheet. So I need to find some either new style of sleeping bag, or I need to find some. Well, not find some money, but I need to look at Big Agnes or Zembivy, because they seem to do these all-in-one sleep systems, which seem to be so much better. And I like the idea of having like a sheet on the bed and all that sort of stuff. That's why I've got just a double sheet on the camp bed. So, but yeah. Now, my next holiday is in September. That's not going to be a camp. That is 10 days on the stunning, I hope, island of Sol in Cape Verde. And that one, I'm definitely going to make sure the GoPro's all charged. I mean, the GoPro's charged, but the GoPro's all ready. Bigger SD cards. I'm also hoping to have a drone by that point. But we shall see. I might not even be able to take the drone into Cape Verde. I don't think they're a drone-free country like Morocco is, but we'll see. So yeah, I've got excursions, and I'm hoping it'll be far more interesting than this one's been. I'm really sorry that this hasn't been the camp that it should have been. But we'll see what tomorrow brings. If I'm feeling better, I'm genuinely feeling better, I can actually get on with some bits and pieces. Maybe get on with writing my book or whatever, or even start editing some of the stuff I've got through. So we'll so yeah, we'll just have to see. Alright guys, I will bring you back at bedtime, maybe? We'll see. Hey guys, so I've just climbed into bed because, quite frankly, I'm pretty bloody freezing. I don't know whether it's just a psychosomatic reaction to what I was watching on YouTube. Tony the Girls. I'm just trying to find where the edge of my sleeping bag is. Tony AB Camping, who I was watching, has just done a camp with a wind chill factor of something like -17. So it's some god awfully cold. One thing I want to say about this tent box, it's brilliant. It's not too layered or anything, but what it's got is it's got poppers, so you can make it like essentially like a bag. And I must confess, I'm half tempted to slide my sleeping bag into it as well, as me, and try and see whether that keeps me warm. However, I am warming up, but that might just be because I'm just going for a pee. When I just walked back to the tent. It's been pretty quiet wind-wise for the last couple of hours. It's not late. I'd like to state it's not late. It's something like 9:30 maybe. So yeah, it's not late. But yeah, I got bloody fucking Jedi impression then. I got cold. The trouble is, once I get cold, I really struggle to get warm again. So yeah, I'm gonna snuggle myself down, get some sleep. Tomorrow's gonna be a pretty lazy day up until the afternoon, when I plan to get probably most stuff loaded into the car that I don't need overnight. Obviously I can't do my bedding and all that, so my bed and all that. Sorry, stupid bloody sugar alarm shouting at me again. What was I saying? Yeah, I plan to get most stuff loaded in the car. Obviously can't do any of my bedding or anything like that, or my clothes or my sponge bag or all that, but I mean I can get all the kitchen taken down. Get everything washed, put away, back into the box. So that's the plan for tomorrow afternoon, early evening. Dinner tomorrow night is, I've got it, well, it was meant to be the duck that I had tonight, but I fancied the duck, so I did it. I've got like a load of cold meats and cheeses and olives and stuff. So I'm just gonna have that. I pretty much struggled to finish the main meal that I did myself this evening, so obviously my normally fairly voracious appetite has yet to return. So I'm just gonna have little things. And I'll just have to hope it'll come back over the next couple of days. See what the doctor says on Monday. With the consultant, with the mental hospital, one of my local hospitals. See what they say. So yeah. Yeah. I want to apologise for never looking at the goddamn camera of this thing. I'm just so used to not looking at the camera on my iPhone and looking away. So, yeah, I am still talking to you guys. However, I may not be looking at the camera, and I'm really sorry about that. That's something I will definitely get used to doing. Definitely get better at doing. I've barely used the GoPro because I've barely done anything that I expected to do. Something I saw on one of the videos that I was watching today from AB Camping, because they're just so soothing and I quite enjoy watching, was he was talking about therapy, and that he uses talking to camera and going camping as therapy, or as a style of therapy. And he's got a really good point. You can just sit and waffle to a camera. There's no judgment in this straight away. And I think the points that he was making about being able to video something that you need to say to somebody, and then get them to watch the video rather than having to say it straight to their face or something like that. So yeah, I can. Sorry. Yeah, I can totally understand that. So I'm gonna get better at doing shorts. There won't be any more camping videos or anything this year. I've got no intention of going camping again this year unless I take my nephew somewhere, but I can't see that really happening. He's a little too little at the moment, and I'm running out of weekends. I did it once. I put the tent up in the garden, He must have been pre-COVID. So he must have been 3 or 4. And he was such a little wriggle bum. It was lovely. I loved having him because he was literally like sleeping on me. It was so lovely. Yeah, he must have been 3 or 4. So I really should do it again. Maybe I'll suggest to his mum and dad that I put this up in this big tent. I'll put the farm up at my uncle, his granddad's place. Yeah, maybe I will suggest that. Just find a night where I'm not. Find a Saturday where I'm not working on a Sunday, which is a bit of a rarity, especially in these summer months. Summer, yeah, I'd like to stay. It's meant to be summer. It's like the 31st of May, and I was sat in a t-shirt, a long-sleeved, thick rugby shirt, a hoodie, puffer jacket, and a goddamn woolly hat because I just couldn't get warm. I'm warming up nicely now, I must confess. I don't know how long I'll stay that warm. But yeah, it's just not warm. It's dropped to, I think, about 12, 13 degrees, so it's not even cold. It's just not warm. This is a very, very... Sorry, it did it again. Not sure I was out to say, not very warm. This is a big tent for one person. This is a 4-man tent. Only having one person's body heat means that it's not a very warm tent when it's just me. And I've got the bedroom all broken out into one big room rather than having 2 small rooms, which probably would have made more sense than I'm only heating one side with my own body heat. But I've really enjoyed how I've had the tent laid out this time. And being able to have like a bedside table and all that sort of stuff. I mean, I've got you probably can't, oh, you can't see it, but my iPad hooked over the legs of the table ready to play something for me to fall asleep to tonight. I'm now going to put Lord of the Rings on. I'll charge my laptop up because it's down to like 27%, thank God for Max though. And they last forever, thank God. But yeah, I'll put Return of the King on. And in all honesty, I'll probably be asleep within 5 minutes, but we'll see what happens. Sounds like the wind's getting back up again, which is a shame because I don't think it's been that windy this evening. It got a bit windy about 7ish, 7:15. I got up and I made sure that the lid of my cooker was down, because that's where it's been windy and the tent sides have blown in. That's knocked down twice and scared the living daylights out of me. But yeah, I've got a couple of bits I know I need to get before I do a camping video again, especially for things that feel like the GoPro. I need to get a different tripod. The stubby's crap, in all honesty. Stubby, shorty, whatever they call it. I've really found that absolutely crap. It's too small. Maybe I'm just not using it to its best advantage, but yeah, I've really struggled with that. I've had to use something else. I know I want to get the light as well, so that I can actually not have to use my phone all the time. But yeah, so Cape Verde in September, that'll be warmer, like 24, 25 degrees, that'll be nice. Plenty of chance to get a suntan. I was spoiled last year when I came camping up here. I'm at the same side as I was at last year, and I had like 30-degree heat, which was almost too much. So something in the middle would be quite nice now, like 24, 25. That's my ideal camping temperature, I think. Sunshine. I don't mind the rain. It's just the wind that's getting to me at the moment. I don't like wind. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the wind, even in a house. So, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to say goodnight here. And I will catch up with you in the morning. I've not got any alarms set, so God knows what time that'll be. Probably, well, I've been waking up at 5:30, which is about when it gets bright, which is a bit annoying. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. See how I feel during the day and get those bits of my planning done to get what I can put away, put into the car, so that Sunday morning I can actually get out of here as soon as I can. I'll still probably push it to the boundaries because I want to get tent dry, but if it stays dry overnight, then if I can get out of here at like 10 o'clock, that would be great, because hopefully I'll miss most of the traffic coming home. Anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts. We'll see what happens. Anyway, good night, guys, and I will catch you up in the morning. Sleep well.
I am my mother, savage daughter. I will not cut my hair, I will not lower my voice.